what's today, Wednesday? I am coming live at you from Las Vegas, Nevada. And for those who don't know who I am, my name is Jen Newsom, and I had a 10-year career in corporate human resources. But hi Laura, but about 4 years ago, I got into a situation where I just did not feel that working in a corporate environment and raising a special needs son, went hand in hand. And, I can even say that even if he wasn't special needs, I probably would have felt the same way anyway. But the special needs just was kind of that driving force that made me make that bold move to quit my career in HR and stay home with him. And hi Pamela, hi Mark, hi Beth. And so I just wanted, I wanted to be able to, I loved my career, I really did, but I wanted to have more flexibility, and I wanted to be able to be in charge of my own time and be able to make as much money as I worked for. In the corporate environment, you had your annual reviews, which came with, usually a small percentage of a raise. And thank you, Pamela. And, I just didn't feel that was worth my time anymore. Time is money, and I just did not feel that being there away from home and putting my focus into somebody else's dream was really working for me anymore. So nothing against, corporate HR, nothing against corporate corporations or anything like that. It just wasn't for me, and it was time to recognize that, which is a little bit scary. I'm not gonna lie. My husband and I were both a little bit scared to make that change, but I want to just say that, after doing so, and sorry, I have my notes here, but after making that move and being a stay-at-home mom for a couple of years, I really felt that I was putting everything into my family, everything into my son, and as amazing as that was, and as passionate as I felt about that, I lost a little bit of myself, and I needed to find something, and I prayed to God to help me find something that would help me kind of find myself again. After my son's diagnosis with Fragile X syndrome 2, I went through a dark time, where I lost myself. I just wasn't sure what this meant, what this entailed, and I really needed, to find another outlet in my life that was for me and wasn't about my husband or my son, not to sound selfish, but I needed to find myself again, and I needed to find that outlet where I wasn't just a mom, I wasn't just a special needs mom, I wasn't just an advocate, I wasn't just a wife. I did crave that career, and not even being 40 yet, I still feel I have so much to contribute to the world, and I just, as much as family comes first, and they still do, I found a solution that gives me the best of both worlds. So now I am able to keep my family at my forefront, at just number one, but at the same time I'm able to make an extra income by working anywhere there's Wi-Fi, and being able to produce that income for myself, being a part of a team where I get recognized for my efforts, and just being around positive, incredible people who want more out of life has just been the most amazing experience. And I just want to tell you guys, my hope for the future is so hopeful. It's so exciting now that I don't feel, that pressure to be the perfect, mom, be the perfect wife, be the perfect employee. Now I get to create my own structure of what my day looks like, and where my priorities lie, and where my time, that time is the most valuable thing we have. And I am able now to delegate my time where I feel that it's appropriate. And that is just, that freedom is just the most incredible feeling in the world. So I wanted to, hi Katie, I wanted to just come on and tell you that, you know, I'm here in Vegas where my husband and I were so blessed to be able to come to GoPro, which is a network marketing conference. And, you know, I just feel so passionate and uplifted just being around so many amazing people, listening to so many amazing speakers. And I just wanted to share with you a few little nuggets that I got today. If you follow me on here, you probably saw I got, you know, I got to like get up close and personal with Magic Johnson. You know, we're best friends now. And I also got some really great input from one of the top earners in our industry. And so for Magic Johnson, I just want to throw this out there. What an amazing, if you haven't heard him speak or have followed up on him, I mean, what he's been able to do with his life, being, you know, born in the inner city, you know, basically not having, you know, low income family, not having really much, to building such an amazing career in basketball, and then moving on from basketball to becoming an entrepreneur and getting into the business world. I mean, wow. You know, somebody who, you know, he says, you know, he wasn't the brightest student, but he has a master's in common sense, because that's really what business is all about. It's common sense. So I feel kind of, I resonated with that, because I've never been, you know, the smartest, you know, most talented girl in the room. I just work really hard, and I feel like, you know, my efforts now are going towards my dreams and my family and the bigger picture, you know, with my big dream is, you know, impacting the social, the special needs community, you know, being a vehicle for people who, you know, don't have the, you know, the what do I say? You know, just they just weren't born with everything that we take so for granted, right? And so it just really hit me hard today, and I got really emotional, to be honest, because you know, I want to make such a difference in people's lives, you know, whether it's special needs or not, you know, whether you're a single mom or you just, you know, life has just not, you know, given you, you know, you've started off, you know, with a hard start in life. You know, these people who spoke and Magic Johnson, I mean, this is proof that it doesn't matter where you start. It's where you finish. And so, whew, guys, I got super moved today. Excuse me. And I wanted to share that with you. I'm super excited. My emotions are all over the place because I just feel so grateful. I really do. I feel so grateful. And hi, Michelle. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Daisy. So I wanted to share that with you. But, you know, one thing that he, a nugget that he shared that I wanted to share with you was he calls it the SWOT method. And I don't think he made it up. I'm pretty sure I probably learned about it at some point in my career. But, you know, the SWOT method is S stands for self-evaluation. W stands for weakness, O stands for opportunity, threats, T stands for threat. So self-evaluation, it's so important for us to evaluate ourselves and not be, you know, it's so easy to, you know, we can tell ourselves so many different lies, really, you know, whether we don't feel that we're good enough or, you know, whatever the case may be. It's important to evaluate yourself and be honest with yourself. And sometimes we don't have all the strengths, but it doesn't mean that we don't have some. And, you know, the next one is weakness, and to know your weakness, to know your strength. You know, it's so important to know, because when you work with a group of people, even within your family, you know, you have strength, I have strengths, Pete has different strengths, Audric has different strengths, we all have different weaknesses, and it's important to use those to our advantage, to help us grow as a family, to help you grow as a business owner, to help you grow as a person. So it was really awesome, because, you know, these things are just not just good for business, but good for, you know, life. And, you know, O for opportunity is looking for opportunity. You know, don't feel stuck. Don't feel that, you know, there's nothing out there for you because you don't have a high school diploma or you don't have a college degree or, you know, whatever the case may be. You know, you were told that you weren't worth, you know, anything or you weren't going to amount to anything. That doesn't matter. You look for opportunity. There's opportunity everywhere, you guys. And so it's so important to keep your eyes open. And then the threat, you know, knowing, you know, the threat of, you know, just having a negative mindset is a threat. It's a threat to you. It's a threat to your business. It's a threat to your family. And so being equipped to deal with those threats that come your way. So, you know, he suggests that you need to SWAT a couple times a year, you know, just to kind of go through that process of self-evaluation, you know, owning up to your weaknesses and finding people that have those, have the strength in those areas that you're weak in, and building, you know, with that, looking for opportunity always, and, you know, recognizing those threats and being able to, you know, rise above that. So that was one little nugget. And then the second one I want to share real quick, because I got to go back. So we had morning session from 10 a.m. until 3. We had a little break. And then now we go back from 5 to 10 p.m. for the second half of the day. So we, it's a busy schedule, but so amazing, so impactful. Jeff Roberti, he is he's one of the top earners in our industry. Not necessarily with the company I represent, but just within the network marketing industry. And, you know, one little thing that he said that I thought might be helpful for us too, for me to share with you guys is, you know, RPM. So, you know, being like the RPM in your car when you're driving, right? You know, in life and in your business and in your career or whatever the case may be. You want to have RPM at all times. So RPM, the R stands for results focused. So you're focused on your results. You're not worried about the little stuff that goes wrong or, you know, all the little stuff that could hold you back. You're focused, result focused. You're focused on getting those results, whatever it takes, you're going to get there. This, the P, the RPM, the P is purpose driven, to be purpose driven. That's huge. And, you know, we actually go to Saddleback Church and we're a purpose-driven church. Our pastor speaks upon being having a purpose-driven life. He wrote a somewhat famous book, The Purpose-Driven Life, you know, just a little famous. And so that's an incredible book. So being purpose-driven, not just in life, not just in your religion or your belief system, your faith, but also in your business. So that was with the P. And then the M is having a massive action plan. So, you know, it's really important not to just, you know, in our industry, you know, it's like getting all this personal development, all this training all the time, which is amazing, but you have to do the action as well. You can't just give yourself all this training and then have no action. You're not going to get anywhere. And that's the same thing with anything in life. You know, there's people who are career, you know, college students. They just keep going back for another degree and keep going back for another degree, but, you know, never end up really getting, you know, their career off to a start because they're just so focused on the education part. You know, there's a bunch of different examples. So it's important to have balance, and to be in massive action mode at all times, but with the proper training, of course, because you don't want to be in action mode and not have the training. So it's a fine line. So anyway, there you have it. Again, we're just super excited to be here and getting all this great information. You know, if having a home business or an extra side gig is something that you're interested in, you know, you can hit me up and I would love to share what's been working for us. I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your week. I'm sure you'll see me again. And love you guys. Have a great night. Bye.